Kevin, first of all, the big news next door, what do you make of that with Melbourne Heart being sold to an English Premier League club?
I think my reaction is the same as anyone else's. It's I suppose a massive step in the right direction for the competition that someone of Man City's calibre have decided to invest in the A-League. So from that point of view, I think it's great for the competition.
How's your squad looking for Sunday?
Well, finally we've got a squad to select from. It's nice to have the young boys back. Scotty, Jason, Nick and Connor. Obviously competition for places now is pretty healthy. So yeah, looking forward to selecting a strong team to get 3 points on Sunday afternoon.
How many of those are you looking to inject into the squad? I imagine you won't have all of them.
Oh, look, I'm looking to everyone. There's been some positives as well. From the players that remained here over the 3 games that they were away. Some players done very well. So I've got to respect that also. But ultimately, I'll be picking the best team I think is from within the squad to get the 3 points.
Is Pablo carrying an injury? He came off training early today.
Yeah, it's something. There was no indications of anything before training. So as you'd expect, I've got to go in and find out. But for him to go in, suggests that he felt something. So hopefully it's nothing too serious.
And Galloway trained with what's essentially the first team out there today. Is he likely to start ahead of Guerrier at right back? Yeah, probably at this stage. But as I said, it's the first time we've really had, first session we've had everyone available. So we've got another session tomorrow, and no doubt have a look at a few other things tomorrow and make a selection. But I'm happy with the way Scotty's been travelling. He's done quite well for the 22s in the 3 games that he played as well. How's Tom Rocket settling in?
Well, you ask him, every time I've asked him, how'd you sleep? Yeah, very well. How are you feeling? Very good. So he's certainly, I've worked out he's a glass half full person. He's real positive, and I like that in individuals. And he's certainly rubbed off on the players in the short period of time he's been here as well. So we just, again, have to monitor him, and it'll be irresponsible, I think, of us to just assume you can throw him in and ask him to play for 90 minutes, considering we know his background and his training loads over the last 2 or 3 months.
Has he had a groin problem when he was at Celtic? Is that an ongoing issue or something that you were made aware of at all? Heard that mentioned towards the first half of the season.
No, he's fine. He's in very good health. He's in very good health. He's trained regularly for the last 6 to 8 weeks without an interruption. So, but playing in games is a little bit different. And as I said, we'll take all that into consideration and make an informed decision. Whether he starts or he comes off the bench on Sunday afternoon.
It's been a crazy week, couple of weeks in terms of transfers and all that. Where are you at now?
Well, hopefully settled. Yeah, hopefully settled. It has been a busy period, but that's the nature of our sport. And I suppose from looking from the outside, other codes look at it being pretty crazy, but that's just the nature of our sport. All the releases that the club have put out through the week. That Milligan deals off the table now, and I've spoken to Mark, and he's more than comfortable about the situation. Obviously, Mitch has gone out, and Tommy comes in, so hopefully that settles us now. Obviously for the run-in in the competition, and also for the Champions League.
Any more potential additions, either now or heading into the Champions League?
No, not at this stage. Nothing's been flagged at this stage. I'm pretty comfortable with where we sit at the moment, Dave. But you never know. I've learned very quickly a lot can happen in 24 hours, and just got to go in and make sure there's no messages on the phone about any other players.
Moved quickly and decisively to lock in Berisha for next season. That's a major coup. How long was that in the works for?
Yeah, look, from that perspective, I hope you understand I'm going to respect Brisbane Roar and Bessard himself, and say, everything we're going to say about the matter has already been said in a statement, and I suppose more will be said at the end of the campaign.
With Tom there, assuming he's fully fit and can contribute, how much of a better position do you think you guys would be in to have a real crack at the title?
Without doubt, he's a very talented footballer. So he certainly adds something to the squad. We've got to be mindful as well. He hasn't played too much football recently, so we've got to respect his body. But I've no doubt he can contribute going forward. But it's certainly not going to be able to do it on his own. You know, it's going to have to be a collective effort, and we've seen over the last 3 weeks that everyone's had to contribute, and the same going forward. We're going to be in the same situation during the Champions League, where it's 3 games in a week. So it's healthy to have competition for places, because, as I said, everyone will be required.
What was the issue last week? What have you, I guess, focused on rectifying on the field this week?
Yeah, look, there's a number of things, David, but at the same time, I don't want to, air those, because, I don't want to be seen to be making excuses. And internally, we're not making excuses, but there are a number of factors that, led to the performance. The fact that, we conceded the second goal and third goal, within a minute of, half time didn't help. Yeah, there were a number of things, and maybe we just went back to the well, one too many times. But it was certainly something that doesn't sit well with me. But we have to move on and look forward to putting in a much better performance on Sunday afternoon.
Andrew in the boot, how's he going after being knocked out a couple of weeks ago?
Yeah, he's okay now. He's back in full training, so it's just unfortunate for Andy, because his game against Newcastle was very good, and I thought for the amount of time he was in the park against Western Sydney, he was good again. So he's just gaining a little bit of confidence, and then it's a shame he just can't remember it.
And Adama's suspended this week. Will Dylan Murnane start for him?
Yeah, Dylan will come in. Yeah, without doubt. I'm more than sure of that, and comfortable with it. He played against Newcastle and Western Sydney, and accomplished himself really, really well. I'm very happy the way he's going, and he'll get another opportunity to prove himself.
Sydney are in a bit of a sticky patch at the moment. They were in a bad patch when you played them last time, and they ended up winning after it was a bit of a topsy-turvy game. What are you expecting from them this week?
I'm not going to expect too much different, to be honest, and Frankie will certainly rally them, and it's going to be a very difficult game for us. And as you said, backs to the wall, all that sort of stuff. We'll be using every advantage possible. So from our perspective, it's just important that we put in a good performance, and I always maintained if we put in good performances, the result tends to look after itself.